Do you struggle to read the notes above and below the staff? If so, you're in the right place because today I'm going to teach you how to quickly figure out ledger line notes with a proven strategy that works really well for my students. So I'm going to walk you through some real examples in the music of reading some tricky notes above the staff, below the staff, and even in the middle of the staff. But most importantly, I'm going to show you a fun way to practice ledger line note reading so that you quickly improve at this skill. Today's video is dedicated to a few of our lovely subscribers who left comments on our videos about what they struggle with on this topic. We would love to hear from you and how we could help you on this channel. Before we dive into ledger lines, I need to do a quick review of an extremely important concept in note reading: steps versus skips on the staff. If you don't feel like you need to review this, there's some timestamps in the description below and you can skip ahead. When the notes are moving this way, space, line, space, then we are stepping in the music alphabet. And these notes are going higher, and so we are moving forward in the music alphabet. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When the notes are moving lower, space, line, we're still stepping, but the notes are going lower. So we're going backwards in the music alphabet. When the notes are moving this way, space, we are skipping in the music alphabet. And the notes are going higher, so I'm going forward in the alphabet, and I am skipping these line notes here. So I'm skipping the B, the D, and the F. When the notes are moving line, we are still skipping, but these notes are going lower. So we are going backwards in the music alphabet. So we're skipping the E and the C, the A. When you're trying to read ledger line notes, these notes that are above and below the staff, and even in the middle here, the best way to improve your reading, in my opinion, is to memorize a few notes, commonly called guide notes, and then use these guide notes to figure out the surrounding notes. This top line in the treble clef is F. You probably know an acronym like Every Good Boy Does Fine. So F is the top line note. Memorize the lowest line note in the bass clef. This is G. You probably know an acronym for the lines. I use Green Birds Don't Fly Away. So this bottom line note is G. Make sure you can identify middle C quickly. It's pretty easy because it's in the middle of the grand staff, and it's the first line below the treble clef and the first line above the bass clef, and it's played with the right hand if the stem is pointing up or is positioned closer to the treble clef. It's played with the left hand if the stem is pointing down or is positioned closer to the bass clef. I also want you to memorize high C and low C. The high C in the treble clef is 2 lines above the staff, and the low C in the bass clef is 2 lines below the bass clef. So if you memorize these guide notes, you should be able to figure out any ledger line notes pretty quickly by comparison. For this note, I know that F is the top line, and so it's easy to figure out that this is an A because I just skip up. For this note, I know that 2 lines above the treble clef is a high C, and so it's easy to see that this steps up 1 note to D. For this note, I know that G is the lowest line in the bass clef, and so it's easy to see this is skipping down, and so we're going backwards in the music alphabet. I know that this is middle C, so it's easy to figure out that this is a B, 1 note lower than middle C, and my right hand will play it because these notes are closer to the treble clef. I know this is middle C, so it's easy for me to figure out that this is an E because it's going up a line, and my left hand is playing those notes because they are closer to the bass clef. Okay, now I want to show you a really fun way to practice ledger line note reading. You will get better over time at reading these notes as you learn more music and get more exposure to them. But if you want to fast track your learning, then I recommend that you try one of my favorite apps called Note Rush. I'll show you a quick demo of how it works. So level 4 is just ledger line notes. You can practice the treble clef or the bass clef. You can also practice the grand staff, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to click on level 4 and click play.
Now you know my favorite way to figuring out ledger line notes. If you're struggling to read music and it takes you a long time to learn one piece, then I hope you'll check out this next video where I share important tips about improving your sight reading. Let us know in the comments if this video was helpful and if there's any other topics you'd like us to cover. See you in the next video.